Two, one. What is up, Travelhead? I'm your host, Brian from LifeOfBD, and today I welcome you to Talk with BD. And today's guest works remotely wherever and whenever. We will be talking about COVID-19 and what the effect it has on his FBA business, aka Fulfillment by Amazon. So without further ado, Andy.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? My name is Andy. I am currently a full-time Amazon FBA seller. I've been selling on the Amazon FBA platform as a private seller for about 3 to 4 years now. Full-time. As of now, I currently have a small student base as well as a YouTube channel and an Instagram base as well. Um, so yeah, currently a full-time scaler on the Amazon platform.
Okay. So what is FBA? Like,
So FBA in short is fulfillment by Amazon, and basically how the process works is a very hands-off process. So for the most part, when you are a private label seller, most of the times you're creating brands, not necessarily all of the time. But the FBA part is where Amazon comes in, provides you with a very hands-off process of you sending in the inventory and having Amazon basically take care of the rest. So basically, it's exactly what FBA stands for, Fulfillment by Amazon. So they go and pick and pack and ship your products whenever a product order comes in for your product. So very hands-off, very high potential for scaling
okay.
your
So it's your own business basically, and you're just in a way partnering with Amazon, right?
Yeah, for the most part. It's allowed me to personally scale my business exponentially just because I'm not spending hours and hours, pick, pack, and shipping like hundreds of products on a daily basis.
Okay.
Um, you are in a way partnering with them in that you're kind of relying on them for their services and their website for their audience and organic traffic. But in terms of growing your own business, it is something that you own and something that you could eventually sell as an actual business if you wanted to. Yeah.
Okay. All status. I see it. But yeah, so I watched your most recent video on YouTube about FBA and how it may be over due to COVID-19 or like temporary. Like, yeah, tell us more about it. Like,
Yeah. I mean, that thumbnail was kind of clickbaity for sure.
mhm,
Amazon FBA is definitely not over, but what had happened was um, Amazon itself had put in a suspension for what they declared to be, non-essential products. So of course, everybody is kind of dealing with COVID-19 and the coronavirus right now. So everybody's kind of in a panic. So what Amazon went ahead and did is they deemed certain products and certain categories on their platform as essential and non-essential. As you guys may have known and noticed, like toilet paper is flying off the shelves. People are shitting their pants because coronavirus makes you shit more or something. I don't know why people are buying so much toilet paper, but things like toilet paper, hand sanitizer, hand soap. And now since everybody's home, like gym equipment, everybody is building gym now within the last 3 weeks, apparently. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what is happening now. So Amazon is setting suspensions for things that they find non-essential. So if you're selling things
mhm,
like a garlic press or a jade roller or something like that, those are just the typical examples. But those are kind of deemed non-essential, and in terms of shipping in new inventory, they've kind of suspended that for about 3 weeks until April 5th.
okay.
But if you're in certain categories, I think it was like baby held in households. Uh, I think it was like forgot what else it was, but there was like five
Yeah.
or six categories that were essential that you could send products in for still. Um, so it just
Okay.
depends, yeah.
So it's just a temporary fix for now, but so
Yeah.
it is basically closed down. Basically, for your business has nothing to do with those type of essentials. So
Um, Luckily for me and a few others, we do fall into those categories that are deemed essential.
Oh, great.
So
Hmm.
it hasn't, in that respect, it hasn't really affected our business that much. So we can still kind of send inventory in. But in terms of sales, there is definitely like an emphasis on certain types of products. So as an example that I mentioned earlier, like, like toilet paper, baby wipes, hand sanitizer, hand soap, stuff like that. That stuff is pretty much almost all sold out. So that's why Amazon wants to put more
Yeah.
focus on these essentials. Um, but yeah, I mean, in terms of sales, like everything has kind of been fluctuating for the most part. People are seeing, 10x normal sales, 5x normal sales. Some people are seeing like half as many sales. Um,
Yeah.
so it just kind of depends on the type of product that you're selling.
Yeah. Whoever got into those essentials are 10x amount right there. So
Yeah, I know.
there you go.
Yeah, for sure.
But have you been to Southeast Asia before?
I have. I was in Vietnam
Oh,
a few. I was in Vietnam a few years ago. I think in like 2013 or
okay.
2011.
All
Um,
right.
yeah, we had a.
So
Sorry, good.
yeah, so you don't feel like you need toilet paper, right? Aren't you kind of used to the little sprayer they have?
I definitely still feel like I need toilet paper, but I definitely don't need like 5 year
Okay.
supply of toilet paper. Uh,
Okay. So you weren't one of those that went crazy like a viral video on the toilet paper, right?
no, no. I've
Okay.
also like never like a lot of people are like, yeah, just install a bidet to your toilet and just use the sprayer, but
Uh,
I've never done that either. So,
okay. Southeast Asia, I'm so used to that because of the 7 weeks I was out there,
oh yeah,
and that was the I had. So, and even just showering with a bucket, you just pour it over you, so
oh
you're
yeah,
really used to it for me. But yeah, but yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
That's a definitely a new experience for sure.
yeah. So basically, the essentials on Amazon that you are allowed to buy, basically that aren't turned down, are similar essentials to the ones that we have in California. The rules for the lockdown is like, unless you're going out to eat, unless you're going out to buy grocery or like and stuff, you can't do that. That's the same with Amazon, basically similar.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, everything's still on sale. Like if your product's already listed, if whatever you're selling is already listed, it's still going to be sold. It's just a matter of, uh, what can be
Who wants to
refilled
buy
in
right
terms of
now?
inventory. So you can't
Okay.
send in more inventory of things that are not essential. But if you already have inventory in there, it's still going to be sold, like any old regular day.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
actually on the news, and I have a video coming up about this, but um,
Yes.
Amazon is hiring about thousand, 100,000 new employees just to be able to fulfill this
Whew.
demand. So I guess, I mean, of course, I talk about this in my video, but Amazon's starting to see like a change, a new wave in like online shoppers and people who haven't relied on online shopping before. They're now going to rely on it more so than ever, just because the stores are sold out. You can't leave your house. Um, and people are resorting to sites like Amazon and eBay to buy their toilet paper that they're used to buying at Target or
Yeah.
Walmart. So Amazon's hiring a huge wave of new employees for this new wave of shoppers, and just to be able to get those shipments out. So um, even though Amazon has limited inventory coming in on certain products, they still see like a huge spike in sales for the essentials.
Yeah, and it makes sense because I was one of those guys that was in like early March. I was like, I don't want to wait in line with these crazy lines for these essentials. I'm just gonna go on Amazon and look for it. Like Amazon with Whole Foods, their partners or Amazon owned Whole Foods. So I was trying to get things delivered to me like water, but they were out of stock. It was crazy. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. It's like so many people
Yeah.
are adapting to using Amazon and Whole Foods, this online stuff they're using. Is like, dang, I thought I was one step ahead, but everyone is on it right now. So it's pretty crazy to see it all.
Yeah, no, I saw, I mean, there's so many memes going around right now about like individually wrapped toilet paper being sold for like $5. So it's getting a little crazy,
Mm.
but
Yeah, these memes are, it's kind of messed up, but they are funny. Like when
Mm.
you're gambling with a little slice of toilet paper. You're paying stuff with toilet paper, but they're just all memes.
Yeah, I think that's what the world needs right now, a little humor.
Yeah, but anyway, even after COVID-19 cools down, like, how do you feel like business will do online, like Amazon? Like, you think it'll go back to normal, or it'll take time, right? I believe it'll take time.
I definitely think it'll take time. I think with any business right now, it's definitely going to take time to rebuild. I think most businesses right now are taking a big hit, but specifically with online businesses. Um, I mean, if you just look at the economical graph of like the economy growth, I I'm pretty sure. Like I mean, I'm not an expert, but I mean, we're gonna bounce back eventually. Um, and I think it's only a matter of time until like normal sales start to pick up. If you use other countries as an example, like for example, where the epicenter was in Wuhan or like China, like supposedly according to news, like there aren't any new cases of the
Yeah,
coronavirus being reported. So I mean, just using kind of China as a precursor, hopefully, hopefully we're more proactive at this point, just because we've had more experience in seeing what has happened to China, so we're kind of more prepared in that sense. Um, but I think like I have high hopes. I mean, I'm still in the process of scaling. I'm still in the process of like putting more money into my business. So
yeah,
I don't have any doubt that things will bounce back or things won't bounce back. So I'm still pretty confident in that sense.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping everything will bounce back, but it looks like, America looks like it's doubling its cases by the day, or like it's
Yeah,
gaining so fast. While China really has slowed down a lot, but Italy, US, I'm like, holy crap, it's going up. But yeah, like
yeah.
we can only do what we can. But
Um, I think
yeah,
the game it's probably going to extend over. I mean, they've asked us to quarantine ourselves for 3 weeks. I personally think it's going to overshoot that and extend past 3 weeks. I think our mayor Gavin Newsom came up with an estimate that 50% of California would be infected within a matter of,
yeah.
I think, 6 to 8 weeks.
Whew.
So I mean, that's pretty major, that's pretty crucial, and that's just California. So
Yeah, you imagine like we gotta stay home for real. Like I can't be doing these solo hikes. Also, I feel like because I'm part of the problem. If I'm doing these solo
I mean,
hikes, people are gonna be, "Oh, you went out." It's like, "Oh, but I went out
yeah.
to go hike by myself."
Yeah,
But
I think most of it's just social distancing. Like they can't really expect us to stay indoors. Well, they can, but 4 weeks indoors is kind of drastic. But as long as you're like not in social contact, like for example, like
yeah,
one of my buddies, John, sent or posted a picture online, but apparently his his relative got a ticket for $400 for standing too close to somebody while they were talking. So these things
yeah,
are
I
being
seen that
enforced,
one.
and yeah, it's real. Like
It's like, damn, the police coming for us when I'm doing my daily routine. I'm like, that's different from my usual day.
yeah,
But that's the effect of COVID-19, what it does to us.
yeah,
What I'm really surprised about shipping is that people are still doing shipping stuff, like still buying stuff online. Because you think about it, it's a lot of hands to hands touching, and in shipping department, it's a group of people, it's a mass amount of people at one time. So we don't know who actually has it, virus and stuff, and they're doing hands to hands, grabbing it, shipping it to another
yeah,
state, another city. I'm like, whoa. But
yeah. I think what Amazon does, like, I don't think it's, of course, it's not foolproof, but with most of their shipments, they're handing it with like antibacterial wipes. So they're giving you your package with an
Okay.
antibacterial wipe. Not how sure effective that, I mean, I'm not sure how effective that is, but um,
But it's
they're
better than
trying.
that, eBay, I could say.
Yeah.
They're doing better than eBay. eBay is just hands-on with people to people from everywhere. At least Amazon trying with some
Yeah.
hand wipes
I
disinfection.
I
So
personally
that's
haven't
something else.
I haven't ordered on eBay in a long time, but I guess that just
Hmm.
comes with being an Amazon seller.
Amazon and Prime is just amazing. It's crazy how things really come to you so quick.
Yeah,
But yeah.
and it's only gonna get faster, I would say.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I only got this last week, and it only took 1 day to ship. Dang it, Prime. But yeah, I mean, how long do you think before we'll be off lockdown? Because I know the minimum is 3 weeks, but like I agree with you, I could see it going more than three
Yeah.
weeks. It's just it's 3 weeks at the minimum, which is crazy. That's what people don't know. Is like they think it's just 3 weeks and oh, okay, we're out. No, it might be 3 weeks, and then if it's not getting any better, we're gonna get extended
Yeah.
and stuff.
I I feel as though it's likely. I think 3 weeks was just a number to keep, the US kind of sane before people like started
Yeah,
going crazy, like, oh, we have to stay inside for 2 months. That's a
yeah,
really long time. That's 1/6 of the year that you'd have to be spending indoors. Sometimes with people you don't
that's
enjoy,
so
or
much.
if you have roommates, or if you have like,
Oh, oh yeah,
if you can't,
man.
like most people are going to work at their 9 to 5s, and all of a sudden they're home for an additional 8 hours, and they don't know what to do with themselves.
And
Um,
you realize that you're not as cool as you thought you were with your roommates and stuff. Like, oh my goodness, I thought we were cool, but then now that I'm in a month with you here, I'm tired of you. Like, I want to get out of here.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a lot of friends too. Like most of my friends are working in tech, and they're used to
Hmm.
working, they're used to working in their company, and
Hmm.
like initially they're like, yeah, sweet, work from home, but now they're like, I want to go back to work. Like,
Yeah,
um,
and living in an Asian household it gets pretty loud here. Like even doing this podcast, I'm like, I hope no one just goes on the phone because they're gonna be yapping so loud. I'm
uh,
like, dude, your phone to phone combo. Why are you talking so loud?
yeah, no, for sure. But
Yeah.
I think, like, again, like, no expert in this at all. But just judging by like what's happening in China and Italy, especially if people like aren't fully quarantining themselves and not taking the full precautions, like I wouldn't be surprised if it lasted more than 3 weeks. Um, and just because you get it once and you're kind of rid of the symptoms doesn't mean you can't get it again. Um, so it 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 really depends. I don't know. It's going to be a while for sure.
Yeah. What's the first thing you're gonna do once you're out of lockdown?
First thing I'm gonna do. Um, I play badminton, so I'll probably hit up a badminton gym. I haven't gone to the gym in a while. I've been doing a lot of like at home workouts, just because I've been
Mm,
sitting on my ass a lot of the time. So I definitely to keep the
okay.
workouts going. But
Yeah. All right. That makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah. I can't wait to just go dine at some
I know.
spot. But yeah, we got to go,
Yeah, maybe
obviously.
some good sushi,
But
some
yeah,
boba. I'm down for that.
grub up, wink, wink. But yeah, yeah. All right. I want to thank you for joining me on this podcast and being a guest, and let everyone know your social media where they can contact you, see more of your Amazon videos on your tips and everything.
Sure. Just once again, my name is Andy. You can find me on Instagram at the official Andy Lamb. I post Amazon FBA content there on a daily basis, I would say. And then on my YouTube channel, you can just find that at the official Andy Lamb. And I do also have a Facebook group. You can find that at Prestige Amazon FBA Mastermind on Facebook. But that's all located on my YouTube channel. So definitely go check it out. Subscribe if you
Yes,
haven't already.
sir. All right. All right. Thank you, guys. We are out of
Sure.
here.